This one over here is the 356, no 357, sorry. Oops, don't need that. This one over here, 357. You can put it in two different guns. One it's the Smith Wesson, and the other one, well, actually I want to show you something about the Smith Wesson that I recently noticed, is that if you look down the iron sight, it will actually fire more slowly because it will cock the hammer again. But if you fire from, let's say, without looking down the gun sight, you can fire faster because you are not cocking the hammer. I don't know why it's that. Probably it's oversight. Anyways, the other gun that you can use 357 ammunition on, it's Winchester 1892, not to be confused with the Winchester X3. And yeah, so this gun, I mean, both of these two guns have piercing ammo. The 357 is piercing, so you can kill more than one zombie if you manage to shoot through multiple heads. And this gun can hold up to 16 bullets and fires faster than the handgun, I believe. So yeah, it's not a bad weapon, even though it's quite chunky, quite big. Like most of them, I mean, like most rifles, they occupy about 40% of your inventory. Over here we have the 308, which is this ammo type. So this is 308, also piercing. Can be used with four different guns. It's okay. So over here we have a rifle. I mean, they're all piercing. These guns. This one is a FN FAL or FN FAL. I think it's the best of all the weapons that make use of this gun. I mean, make use of this ammo type. The other ones are sniper rifles. So this sniper rifle here, the JAE or JAE 700, it's the best of the sniper rifles. I think it's slightly faster than the other one, and it holds more ammo than the Sako. The Sako comes into different variations. The scoped version, which only holds up to 6 bullets, I believe.
One mag remaining.
And the non-scoped one, which I think it's not very useful. Over here we have the popular 9mm, which uses this orange ammo box, ammo type. Wait, let me get rid of this. So you have two different handguns and one submachine gun. So the submachine gun, again, just like the Ingram Mac 10, I would recommend not to use it because it's just, well, I mean, this one is not as bad as the Mac 10, but I will still say if you have a handgun to fire 9mm bullets from, just use the handgun. The MP5, actually, you can fire 3 different. I mean, you can select 3 different firing modes, which is single fire, burst fire, which also keeps on shooting automatically as long as you press the left mouse button, but in bursts of 3, and there is full automatic fire. Never do that in the game because it's such a waste of bullets. And then these two guns are pretty much the same, just I think the Glock is actually lighter than the Beretta, so it occupies less space. I think this occupies 9% and this 11%, I believe. And also the Glock holds 2 more bullets, so if you find both, just use the Glock. And the Beretta, just empty it, throw it away, and reload your Glock.
One mag
can hold up to 18 bullets. And with the handguns like the Beretta, the Glock, the Colt, the Ruger, and the Smith Wesson, if you hold still for 3 seconds while in while looking down the gun sight, you enter focus mode, which will make your shots more powerful. Be careful, because if you move after you enter focus mode, or if you are pushed by a teammate, you will exit focus mode. Let's see what else we have. Almost done. Oh, I think we are done with the firearms. We covered all 8, right? Yes, I believe so. So over here we have I think there's 14 different types of melee weapons. This is the Machete, one of the best one-handed melee weapons. Try to get that if you can find it. And I'm not gonna go through all of them. Maybe just show you the E tool, because you can do this. You can change I mean, I don't know if this actually changes anything, like if it does more damage, less damage, or longer, smaller reach. But yeah, you can, if you press the right mouse button, you can do that. Change you can fold the spade. I don't know for what purpose, but yeah. And everything else, it's I mean, you have one-handed melee weapons and two-handed melee weapons. With the one-handed one, I mean, the point I prefer one-handed one is because if you have a flashlight, you can use it together. This is true also for the handguns. I mean, if you have a handgun and you have a flashlight, see, you can equip it together. Just press F. Anyways, so the Machete, I would say, is the best single-handed melee weapon. For two-handed, I would say just go for the axe or the hammer. And if you charge your attack, that will definitely kill a zombie with one hit if you aim for the head. And also remember to push after every melee attack. And over here we have this is fuel. And it goes with these two weapons, which well, they're not actually weapons; they're more like tools. But you can use them as weapons. I mean, in the game they're weapons, but in real life they're tools. But yeah, so this one, the abrasive saw. If you press the right mouse button, you turn it on, and then after that you need to press the left mouse button to attack, basically. And the same with the chainsaw. The chainsaw is slightly bigger, but it holds more fuel in it. I believe the chainsaw holds up to 100, while this one holds up to 80. And also the chainsaw, I think, reaches further. So just right click and then left click to attack. I tried to do a happy face, it didn't work well, but some sort of face came out anyway. And just with the chainsaw, remember that even if you're not attacking, I mean, even if you're not pressing the left mouse button, once it is turned on, it's still consuming fuel. Like right now, it's consuming fuel. So remember to turn it off when you are not killing enemies, killing zombies. And over here you have explosives. There's 3 different types. And you have molotovs here, grenades, and TNT. And so the molotov sets enemies on fire, which can be dangerous because they start running after they go on fire. I will demonstrate it soon. Grenades, they have a smaller blast radius than the TNT. The TNT has a very huge blast radius, so you need to be careful with it. You can easily kill yourself and your teammates. See, much bigger. The blast radius was much bigger, but it's also more powerful.